Have you ever asked yourself, what if it all works out? The life that you desired, the plans that you have for your future self, that all of that works out in the end. Like, I'm at a certain point where I can clearly see a path in front of me. And for the longest period of my life, it was really foggy. Like, I didn't know what steps do I need to take, obviously, because I was a beginner stepping into the business. And I didn't really know what I was doing. Basically just taking every step without any sort of clarity whatsoever. But I knew that at a certain point, the fog will clear itself and I will see a clear path laid in front of me that I have to just walk across it. And that's it. It's really interesting because like when you get to a certain point, like you knew that all of that will happen. You just didn't know how. Like I'm not in a position where like the exact position where I want to be, but I think it's so clear now, like all like the steps that I need to take, like the pieces of my past self, the fragments that I've got from the past, they all played a big role in the person that I'm slowly becoming. And it's such a weird perspective. Like when you get to that point, like you knew it was going to happen, but like, whoa, it's like, so cool, right? I'm not exactly sure who's going to watch this video. I'm simply making it because of myself, as all the rest of the pieces of content that I've made so far, it's purely for documentation purposes. But it's just like I'm sitting at this table and I'm thinking about everything that I did so far and the position where I'm at, because for the past few weeks, months, I've been like constantly just working and problems just keep on piling up. And I was like, oh, is this really it? Like, why is all this happening? I'm in a such uncomfortable position and I can't really see any progress whatsoever. So when you stop, you're like, oh, but I did make progress. I did actually, take the steps necessary to become the person that I want to be. And I guess as a person that's made out of flesh and blood, it really takes a toll on you. It really hits you once you start reflecting on your past, soaking in the present moment, and knowing exactly where you will be in the future. You kind of get overwhelmed by all of that, but I really think, and I knew this for a really long time, but like I just needed to put it to the test, is that growth is really uncomfortable. Like it's really, really uncomfortable. And I'm not talking about like implementing new habits, new, protocols in your life. It's really how fast can you solve a problem that happens now? That is what builds character. That is what builds stress tolerance, which is, I guess, like besides patience, one of the most important skills that as an entrepreneur or a human being that wants to be the absolute best at one particular skill needs to have. And I'm super blessed to be in this position. And I guess like the pivotal point where I started realizing where I'm at in life is when I started introducing more God. I've never actually been religious whatsoever. I've been on the other side of the spectrum, which is complete atheist. But I came to a realization that without God, none of it actually matters. And it was not like an immediate pivot, but it just took a plenty of time to actually realize how important that is and how without it, I'm basically an empty shell. So again, it's like, it's such an odd place to be at because like, you knew it was going to happen, and especially when you have God besides you, but you didn't really know how you would feel about it. Because the thing is, I don't feel any different. I am a bit more fulfilled. I am a bit more happier, I guess, because I get to do the things that I've never could. I get to provide for my parents. I get to buy gifts for my friends, make other people happier, and internally it makes me happier. And what's also really cool about that is like, it's not the end. Like there's so many steps that I need to take in order to like get to that position where I'll be like, yeah, this is it. But I know for a fact that once I get to that position, I'll probably chase something else, which I will never reach. It's a constant race. It's a constant marathon that doesn't have a finish line. And sometimes I look at my past content, like I've recorded 100 days of myself, just like working on my business, working on my fitness. And I also ran a marathon in that period of time. And I'm looking at my past self and it's really humbling. It's really cool to see that experience that I've had before. And now that I'm recording this video and knowing the texture of my mind and how I felt in that exact position, months from now, years from now, I get to look back at this piece of content and be like, this is so cool. This is like, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. And I'm not even sure why I wanted to record this video. I just like felt that I need to get something out of myself. And especially because I'm currently alone in the apartment. I wanted to just have a brief conversation with you guys, but I'm going to leave you there. And I guess I'm going to get back to work. It's mind boggling. I'm so fulfilled at this point in my life. I can't even like articulate why, which might be a good thing. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to talk to you guys next week.